Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Who the Hell Asked. We have a interesting bevy of topics for you guys today. I'm Slade, and I'm here with Byron.
Hello, and yeah, we have quite a few interesting topics, some that are more relevant to us than not. So yeah, let's get started with a good old merger, Slade.
Oh yeah. So Take Two and Zynga. I'm not
Yes,
quite sure how to
yeah.
pronounce it.
However you
Will
say
be
that.
merging on Monday, which
That's
is for us when we're recording is in 2 days. $12.7 billion acquisition.
yeah,
So parent company of Rockstar revealed that they plan to purchase Zynga again, $12.7 billion.
yeah.
It was going to be the biggest acquisition, in gaming
Yeah,
history, but
but
Microsoft did buy Activision.
yeah. Microsoft said, "Not take two, go fuck yourself."
Yeah,
But yeah, so Zynga stock will be taken off of the Nasdaq, which I believe is the major stock market here in the U.S. And
yeah, that and the New York Stock Exchange, but go on.
okay, yeah. But uh yeah, basically Take-Two is entering the mobile game space basically with a heavy acquisition. And I did not think Zynga today was still worth $12.7 billion, but that goes to show my and probably Slade's lack of knowledge of the mobile game market.
Well, to me, it makes sense because mobile games are like infinitely more profitable than actual like console games and stuff like that. I think my expertise with like Fire Emblem Heroes and whatnot
Yeah,
kind
but
of alludes to that quite a bit.
like Zynga was like Farmville. Like
Yeah,
when was the last time you heard anybody of any kind, even the target audience, mention fucking Farmville?
yeah. I think this is more about what they think Zynga would be capable of doing for them, not necessarily using the Farmville IP, but like
True,
making
true.
new
Which
IP and stuff
in
like
the
that.
free to play world, Zynga were and definitely possibly still are like one of the kings of that
Yeah,
space.
absolutely.
Of that space. So yeah, an interesting acquisition. Imagine if this was the biggest acquisition of all time in gaming. It'd just be like, oh, all right. Instead of the bombshell that we got a couple months ago. But you want to know what we're going to talk about next? Like, we're actually going to talk about something a little more relevant to us. One of our favorite games to cover. We covered one of our favorite games last week, Nick All-Star Brawl. So we just have to cover MultiVersus this time around this week.
That is correct. So a couple of interesting things happened for Multiversus this week.
Yes.
The number one thing is the game went into a alpha where they've asked specific players to test their game, stream it, put it out live, and whatnot.
Yeah,
They actually held a little bit of a tournament
yeah.
where the winners got to play two of the developers,
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
which the winners of the tournament were CLG Void and Nakat,
Makes
which
sense.
is not surprising.
Yeah.
Void is absolutely fantastic at nearly every game that man plays. Not to mention, he was also the top player in Nick All Star Brawl as well.
Yeah, for
So,
however little relevance that game lasted. But,
so that's not terribly surprising. The
mhm.
other bombshell announcement was they revealed two characters in that trailer that were not previously announced, and that was Taz the Tasmanian Devil and the Iron
Iron
Giant.
Giant. That's right. Yeah, it was a cinematic trailer which looked great. And then yeah, we got the Iron fucking Giant and Taz the Tasmanian Devil. Interesting character choices, I would say. I don't believe we called either character.
No, we definitely did not. I think we talked about Taz quite a bit,
Yeah.
actually, and thought that he was pretty likely.
Yeah.
But
So
ultimately, I felt that, if we got any other Looney Tunes character, I thought Daffy Duck would have been a bit more likely.
yeah,
But
like
I think
I think
go
Daffy or
ahead.
like Marvin. Marvin the
Yeah.
Martian. But
So
Taz
I
is a
think
nice
in this
surprise.
case scenario, I think they just went with moveset potential
Yeah.
more than, how recognizable the character is. Don't get me wrong, Taz is obviously very recognizable,
Yeah.
one of the more iconic Looney Tunes.
Yeah. And then the Iron Giant. That's
Yeah, which I completely forgot that movie even existed.
yep.
Remember
Yeah,
that aired on
same.
Cartoon Network back in the '90s, like 1999, right?
I think so. I think so. if that like it was like a very early 2000 movie. But yeah, we have the Iron fucking Giant, man. Yep,
Well,
the
what's weird is
robotic
the Iron
hero
Giant.
from beyond the stars, and he is a
Yeah.
tank class, which is interesting.
What's weird about the Iron Giant is he was very anti-violence. So seeing him here in a fighting game is just kind of surreal.
Look. Disney made a fucking NFT out of goddamn Wally.
I guess you got me there.
I got you there. Yeah. And then Taz will be part of the Bruiser class. So in the same class as Garnet and Shaggy and Jake the dog, funnily enough.
Yeah, so definitely look forward to more characters as we get closer to the game's release.
Yep.
It's currently in alpha. The open beta will take place in July.
Which
So
I think we might try to hop on that one, possibly.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm looking at it in alpha. There's a common consensus of some of the game's problems. First and foremost, audio feedback from hitting people.
Yeah.
Isn't necessarily as good as it could be.
Yeah.
But the other issue, and this is what a lot of the top players are talking about when the game's being played and whatnot. I think that the game needs to have a little bit more hits done. Because the audio feedback when hitting them is already not where it needs to be.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's kind of like if I were comparing it to a Smash game, it's kind of like Brawl.
Oh,
in
God.
the sense that when you hit somebody, they're able to immediately act out of hits done. I don't think that's a good thing. And you got some characters living to, ridiculous percents because of it. I think for every good Smash game, you have to have some form of like hits done in general.
Yeah.
So those are the two major things. Obviously, this game has a very high budget.
Like way more than Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Yeah, the movement from like the characters and whatnot is really good. So I think this could be a case scenario where the devs will listen to the players that they're inviting to this alpha.
Yeah.
And we're going to see lots of improvements to the game. And I think this game is going to last a bit longer than Nick All-Star Brawl.
Oh, it absolutely.
Purely because of the budget.
Oh, it absolutely will. I would be shocked if it didn't. Shocked,
yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, as I said, the budget is like night and day. But
yeah,
ultimately, it's up to the community to see if this game has any real staying power.
Yeah, so tune in sometime in July or August, depending on when the beta happens, for the Who the Hell Asked episode on our thoughts on the MultiVersus open beta.
Right. So now for our next topic.
Yes, some pretty big news out of PlayStation. So
that's right. So PlayStation had a lot for us this week.
Yes, they fucking did.
Let's go ahead and start with the first thing that was announced. PlayStation launch will see a lineup of retro games.
Yes, and we got some of the lineup of classic games. We already had an idea of like what some of the like more modern games would be. That would be part of the new PlayStation Plus, but we did get a sampling of what would be part of the classic game lineup, including such incredible games as Ape Escape, which you all need to fucking play, and that I will be streaming in a couple of weeks, twitch.tv/the1 for Byron. Hot Shots Golf, IQ Jumping Flash, Siphon Filter, and we'll get to that game in a minute, because that game revealed something else, potentially, about this classic game backlog. Super Stardust Portable for the PSP, I believe the only PSP game revealed so far.
That's correct.
And this is a early look at a selection, so this isn't the whole lineup as of right now. And then we also have stuff like Mr. Driller, Tekken 2, which I've heard that's actually a decent fighting game. And 2 Worms games, Worms World Party and Worms Armageddon. And then we got most of the PS2 on PS4, PS2 on PS4 games, and then a few other games, and then we got some of the PS3 games. So what do you think of the lineup, Slade?
Pretty good so far. It also looks like we're getting quite a few of the remasters that were put on PS4 as well. Such as Ape Escape 2, Jack and Dexter, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So, just looking at everything overall, I think this is a pretty fantastic lineup.
Yeah, it's a
for the most
really
part.
good start. I will say that much. It's a good start.
Yeah, and it seems like they've also, kind of announced or kind of made some statements that there could be trophy support for all of the older games, which I think that's only a fantastic thing. In my
So,
opinion.
yeah, let's talk about that really quick. So, Bend Studios, if you don't know, the makers of Siphon Filter, Resident Retribution, Uncharted Golden Abyss, Days Gone, they announced, funnily enough, Sony didn't announce it, but a studio announced it, that, yeah, they're, at least for Siphon Filter, there will be trophy support. Now, could this possibly mean trophy support for all the other retro games? It's very possible.
I doubt it, though. And the thing is, this kind of tells me something that I wasn't aware about when it comes to trophies and achievements.
Yeah.
It appears here that trophies and achievements are kind of decided on based on the studio that, creates and releases the game.
It's
which
very,
I guess for a lot of people that could have been obvious, but
it's very possible that that's the case. And I know some people's concerns are like, oh, if Sony forces achievements onto all the retro games, it's going to cause an even slower rollout of retro games, like with the PS2 on PS4 collection. Because that was a big issue.
I sincerely doubt that. I don't think trophies just by themselves could push a game's release back like weeks or even months on end. I'm pretty sure achievements and trophies are something that would take a relatively short amount of time to integrate.
You would have thought. We'll see though. We'll see. This is still. I know quite a few people who like their trophies, so for them, this is really cool. This is a really cool feature. If it's in, even if it's in some of the games. But we also got something. We also got a few more details. So game trials, Slade. Time limited game trials. Time limited game trials will benefit you to try a select few games, and they show in the example one of the game trials is for Horizon Forbidden West.
Which is pretty cool that they're putting their, big heavy hitter that came out this year as something that everyone gets to try for free.
Yeah, so you will
I wonder if part of this was because the game wasn't performing as well as expected.
It could be that, or it could just be like another feature to like that was like, I guess, kind of easy to develop for. I don't necessarily know if that is the case. It could be a mixture of both. It could be just like, hey, something.
Yeah, for better or worse, for Horizon Forbidden West, I kind of feel like everyone just kind of forgot about it.
Well,
as soon as Elden Ring came out.
Yeah, I was about to say, Elden Ring ruined me.
Which that seems to just be a knocking thing for the franchise. It just seems like it's always overshadowed by something else.
Yeah, if it's not Breath of the Wild, it's Elden Ring. But yeah. So yeah, it will be 2 hours for most games in the Horizon example image on screen. It is 3 hours. So that's pretty cool. And then one last addition, which I think shocked quite a few people, was the addition of Ubisoft Plus.
That is correct. So it appears that Ubisoft Plus is coming to PlayStation. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they announce a similar thing going on with Xbox previously as well?
I think that was with, it might have been with Ubisoft. I know they did something with EA.
Okay, well, I'll read this. This will answer my question. The subscription service is currently available on PC, Stadia, and Amazon Luna, offering players day one releases, classic game and premium editions, and ultimately will be available on PlayStation and Xbox.
Interesting.
So yeah, I remember seeing this announcement for Xbox.
Interesting. I know there was something for EA. I don't remember seeing this for. Maybe we didn't cover it on the show, but yeah, it's coming to both PlayStation and Xbox's subscription service, which is cool.
And we have a pretty neat lineup of games, day one. Just to name off a few, but not the entire list. You got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You have Far Cry 3 through 4. You also have the South Park games. Those are always fun.
Yep.
We got Watch Dogs. Pretty fantastic lineup.
Yeah. So, I just saw Zombie, and I'm like, God damn it! It made me think of Zombie.
Oh yeah.
but yeah,
Can't escape that classic.
so yeah, that will so it'll launch with 27 titles, including some of the ones Slade mentioned, and it will grow to 50 titles by the end of the year. So another interesting perk for both Game Pass and PlayStation Plus users.
So that's going to be something to look forward to. And to wrap things up, we have a lot to talk about. Byron's really fun stream game that he loves to play, Fall Guys.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So Fall Guys had a special live stream a few days ago to announce a whole bunch of things. First off, yes, the game's finally coming to Nintendo Switch and to Xbox. About time. Surprised it wasn't on Xbox at launch, because it could have been on there, but probably some exclusivity deal with the whole PS Plus thing, if you don't remember.
Yeah, and I imagine this was before Epic Games acquired them as well.
And it will also be coming to the Epic Game Store. So, it's going to be free to play. That's the big thing. It's going to be free to play starting on June 21st. Where, yeah, it's free to play. Like, about time.
Yeah, so we thought that this was coming relatively soon. It seems like there is a plan in place to reimburse players who have actually paid for the game itself.
Yeah, so there is a legacy pack for the quote OG beans like myself and like Slade, who briefly played Fall Guys. So
season 1 and season 2.
Yeah, but so you will get a nickname, a nameplate, the Regal costume, the Veggie Dog costume, the Feisty Dwarf costume, and you get the season pass for season 1. That's right. They're rebooting the seasons. It's the new season 1, and it's going to work, I think, like how Fortnite works. There's going to be the regular pass, and then there's going to be the paid pass. And if you were an OG player, you get the first premium season 1 pass for free. And like Fortnite, correct. I believe you can earn the season passes with in the game. I could be wrong, but I believe you can earn them. So
let's cover some other things that the game is doing. Number one, obviously, with it coming to the Epic Game Store, this will mean that it will be ending its downloadable service on Steam.
Yes.
You will still be able to play it on the Steam launcher. I want to iterate that right now. You just won't be able to download it from there as a new player.
Yeah, so if you want to get Fall Guys now on Steam, you have until the 21st to get it. You do need an Epic Games account regardless, but if you want to have it on Steam, you will be able to get that on Steam before the 21st.
That is correct. Also, crowns will no longer count as currency in the game.
That's right.
I don't know whether to view this as a positive or not, because I totally get that they want more of their players to buy, the cosmetics and the costumes and whatnot.
Yeah.
But winning, some of the events, like the whole, I forgot what they're called, parties? Long story short, winning a crown was, a bit of an achievement. And that's what they're, transitioning towards.
Yeah.
Crowns will be a legacy thing.
Yeah, so the new premium currency is called Showbucks. It's a new premium in-game currency purchasable via the store. Crowns will no longer be spendable. You will get, for every crown you currently have in your purchasable stockpile, you will be getting 2,000 kudos per crown on the 21st of June. Crown ranks, however, will remain in the game, and you will still earn stuff via the crown rank system.
Byron, and to touch on Showbucks is also the same currency that's used in Fortnite as well. So,
wait, that's the... Oh.
Yeah. I saw that you missed that completely.
Yeah,
Showbucks are the currency that's used to buy things in Fortnite.
Can you earn... I don't know if you know this. Can you earn Showbucks in-game like in Fortnite or no?
No, I think Showbucks is purely, purchasable. Showbucks can be purchased in game or on the store page if you prefer. If you're playing on Steam, the purchases will only be available in game. The question is whether or not you could buy Showbucks on Fortnite and then turn around and use them on Fall Guys and vice versa. I would imagine so.
I'm going to assume no, actually.
Showbooks are typically used for most of the Epic games online.
Oh,
I would not be surprised if they could be used for multiple games. It was like an Epic Games currency.
I don't think it would, because I think that would be like a first for the gaming industry. Which I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think there's any concrete info right now. But I just wanted to point out that, yeah, Showbucks is the currency that is used in Fortnite. So.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. But yeah, so yeah, obviously I've said season 1 a lot. They're doing the relaunch. So it is a relaunch because otherwise it'd be like, wait, what the fuck? This game's on like season 8? It's going free to play? Like that, that perception.
Yeah, so they're treating it like the game's launching for the first time all over again. So.
Yep. So, Showbox can be purchased. The Season Pass grants you the ability to earn new costumes or their unlockables. Remember, all Legacy Pack participants will receive the first Season Pass free of charge. So there'll be 100 levels to unlock in the Season Pass at launch, alongside the ability to unlock the next Season Pass if you max out on the current one. So you can earn the next Season Pass for free if you play enough. For anyone who doesn't pick up a season,
to say the least.
Yeah,
so,
and of course there will also be a free progression path, which is good. Of course, there's going to be new games, more fun, and they did announce coming at some point a stage creator.
Which that's going to be absolutely fantastic for have players creating their own races and whatnot and their own types of minigames. That's definitely something that, could entice a lot of the older players, myself included, to come back and, give the game another go.
Yeah, that will be...
Byron is somewhat, not really nowadays, but he was quite a bit of an active player this game.
I've gotten back into it. I've gotten back into it a little bit.
Byron, where can they find you if they wanted to watch you play this game?
Yeah, if in the future, twitch.tv/the1_Byron. That's where you can find me. And of course, maybe Slade will get in on some action. Twitch.tv/DG_Slade.
That is correct. So I think that's going to be everything for this episode.
Yeah, so quite a packed news, and we're getting ready, Slade. We're getting ready in the next couple of weeks for the big week of gaming news.
That's right, the Summer Games Festival, along with the Microsoft presentation,
and then
Microsoft and Bethesda presentation.
Yep, and then anything else we find interesting. But tune in next week and every other week for more episodes. This has been Byron.
It's Slade.
And we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.